this partying. But then you would start using. You beg, borrow, and steal for another piece of it.
Watch out. Tripping, I fall in. Tide's coming in. The body turns to ice. Lying in the cold. I feel right at home. When I feel time, I never feel time.
What's that Nirvana we're all chasing?
Hey guys, greetings from Las Vegas.
What's going on?
Going great. Thanks for talking to me today.
Yeah, of course. Nice background. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Provincetown. It took me forever to find the right picture for today.
It looks great. Do you take it yourself?
Oh, no, Google. Just had to find the right one.
That's good.
Let's start with Atkins. You play a violent, ruthless drug crime minion, but he has a sense of humor too.
He does. Yeah. He, in a very twisted way, has, finds can find a laugh in things. And I think when you live in a world that's that dark, you have to find the humor in things, so. But I feel like all throughout the show, I found myself surprised with how many times I was laughing, especially considering how dark it is.
And Shane, you play a fisherman, an addict, a dealer. You have no choice but to deal, but you've been 90 days clean, so you're conflicted.
Very conflicted. Yeah. At the start of the show, Junior's 90 days clean. He's turned his life around. He's getting back together with the woman that he loves, who is actually also the mother of his daughters. So, there's a lot on the line for him. So he's working very hard to turn his life around and get things on track.
And Dohn, you play a state policeman on the Cape Cod drug task force. And as the only black trooper, you always play second fiddle, but your character's out to change that, isn't he?
Yes, he's hell-bent, if you will, on proving everybody wrong and showing that he can do things despite the challenges that he's up against.
And all of your characters, they have, must for actors, doing backgrounds, doing research on it, a fisherman or, well, I don't know about a drug dealer, it's like, but a state trooper. I mean, did you guys do any kind of research for your roles? Because they seem so great for an actor to research.
Yeah, I didn't look into guns or anything like that.
I'm not judging.
Right along. Hey, can I stand you with the stand on the corner with you?
Yeah. I didn't ask my local dope dealer if I could just hang out with him and see what he does. But so I had to take another approach to preparing and just starting with him as a real person and kind of moving outward into those areas. And I mean, thankfully, when you're on a production, a lot of those elements come in and help you to make that reality real. Like, once you actually are holding a gun, that you kind of get more into that feel and stuff like that. So for the things that I wasn't able to prepare beforehand, it was nice to get on set and kind of walk around in his skin a little bit to help me get the rest of the way.
Getting on a boat, was that a good idea, or I could never do that?
No, yeah, it was definitely it was interesting. I mean, there was a lot of pieces to build out Junior's character. I mean, being a lobster fisherman, being an addict, being a dad. I mean, there was so many elements of his character that I did have to kind of work for to find. I think the most human element that I could relate to with him is just wanting redemption, wanting to find his way out of this hole. Getting past his addiction, becoming a new man, and being the person he wants to be for his family. That's where I started with him. But obviously there's a lot of technical stuff that I had to get down. The accent was one of them, having to learn about, lobster fishing, having to learn about the opioid crisis, really getting into all of the particularities that make him him. It was quite a process, but also kind of a dream for any actor. So it was a great experience for me.
And quickly, finally a state trooper. That sounds like the coolest research, be a cop.
Oh, right. Actually, my best friend's uncle is a LAPD officer. So I've already having played some detective roles and things like that, ride-alongs and ask him questions about, just law enforcement on the street dealing with, various cases. Funny enough, because of, like I said, I've played so many officers and detectives and so forth, there's a lot of advisors that have been on sets of different shows I've been on, and I always ask them crazy stories that they hear. And not that I'm going to go into all that right now, but there's some wild stuff that officers run into, obviously dealing with the public at large and having to have a certain temperament, obviously, in dealing with various personalities. So I kind of had my head in the game for all that already.
Well, congratulations on the show, guys. And when you have a chance, come visit us in Las Vegas when we reopen. We'd love to have you.
You guys much.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
You as well.